Taliban sweep across Afghanistan continues. As we speak, over two-thirds of the country is being controlled by Taliban. So far, 18 out of 34 provincial capitals have fallen in the hands of Taliban. Kandahar, the second largest city, and Herat, the third largest, are now being controlled by Taliban. The only major city under Ashraf Ghani's rule is Kabul. With provinces falling like a pack of cards, people are out in the streets demanding Afghanistan president's resignation. With Taliban just 90 kilometers away from the capital, Kabul, President Ghani is going to be addressing the nation today. India Today has learned that the address will most likely be on how the transition might take place. The situation in Afghanistan, viewers, is extremely tense. The Taliban are less than 100 kilometers away from Kabul. One provincial capital after another is falling like a pack of cards, so bad that the the United States has decided to send in 3,000 infantry troops to immediately evacuate the US embassy in Kabul. The United Kingdom too is sending in 600 troops. The Afghan government has decided to fight back, but isn't it already too late? Here's a look.
Taliban terrorists on an armored vehicle driving through the Shahideen Square in Kandahar. The capture of Kandahar and Herat, the country's second and third largest cities, represent Taliban's two biggest military victories since they began their offensive in May. The deadly insurgency is fast turning into a rout of the Afghan National Army. Kandahar is particularly a heavy blow to the Afghan government. This is the heartland of the Taliban ethnic Pashtun fighters who emerged in the province in 1994 amidst the chaos of civil war. Of Afghanistan's major cities, the government still holds Mazar-e-Sharif in the north and Jalalabad near the Pakistani border in the east, and of course, capital Kabul. Taliban are now in full control of 14 of 34 provincial capitals after the collapse of Lashkar Gah, the capital of the Helmand province. The US intelligence assessment is that Taliban could try and isolate Kabul in the next 30 days and possibly take it over in under 90. Displaced people of Afghanistan have set up camps in parks in Kabul. The gateway to the capital has been choked with people fleeing violence elsewhere in the country. So desperate is the situation that late Thursday, the United States announced sending 3,000 frontline infantry soldiers back into Afghanistan to help evacuate the US embassy in Kabul. 3 infantry battalions are being redeployed in Afghanistan as of now.
So are you concerned they're going to be under attack?
As in all cases, our commanders will have the right of self-defense, and any attack upon our forces will be met with a swift and appropriate response.
The United Kingdom too has announced they will send in 600 soldiers to help evacuate British personnel, diplomats and staff from their mission in Afghanistan. The speed of the Taliban advance has sparked widespread anger over US President Joe Biden's decision to withdraw troops and leave Afghanistan to fight it out alone. Bureau Report, India Today.
For 20 years after the ouster of Taliban, a lot of effort was made to change the mindset and empower women as well. A lot of success was achieved, but like a nightmare, the US pullout resulted in Taliban, and the dark days did return. There are reports of women being abducted and being forced to marry Taliban terrorists. Women in Afghanistan are once again on the brink of losing their hard-won freedom. Geeta Mohan with this report.
The woman on the streets leading protests against the Taliban is Maryam Solaiman Khair, an MP in the Afghan parliament. But after the Taliban captured 15 provincial capitals of Afghanistan, many women like Maryam are living under constant threat and fear. Nobody wants to speak on camera. Everyone is worried about their future.
Yes, indeed. When the Americans left our country, this disaster started. I am not blaming Americans, but Afghan president.
The fear of persecution of women, especially those who speak against the Taliban, is on the rise. Taliban has killed young women journalists and wounded many. The fear is that things are only going to get worse.
For the first 6 months of 2021, women and children made up nearly half of the total number of civilian casualties, which is obviously a huge concern. They were particularly affected by ground engagements, at times when they were sheltering in their homes. Many of them were impacted by mortars, artillery and also airstrikes, and also they were affected by IEDs.
According to a UN report, more women and children were killed and wounded in Afghanistan in the first half of 2021 than in the first 6 months of any year since 2009. The past is as clear to the women who suffered at the hands of the Taliban, who saw their mothers being at the receiving end of Taliban cruelty. None of them want to return to being beaten and tortured for not covering themselves. But all that soon could become a reality.
Taliban militants forcibly evicted me at gunpoint. They killed my sons, forcibly married my daughter-in-law. They forcibly took 3 or 4 girls from each house. We had to leave.
The Taliban vision for Afghan women remains the same in 2021. Leave your home in Wales. While world leaders and stakeholders are holding meetings in Doha, the outcome will never be on the side of the women in Afghanistan if the Taliban were to return. Afghans have started sharing videos of women being whipped in public. Videos of little girls being pulled away from their mothers and homes and taken away by the Taliban.
I think these are very saddening events. But as I said, they need international humanitarian intervention. And Taliban and Taliban's supporters must know that the world is watching and there will be accountability. I mean, this is very important.
With security rapidly deteriorating, the United States is sending 3,000 troops to Kabul and keeping an additional 1,000 on standby in Qatar. But will it stop the tears of this wailing mother? In all this, nobody has asked the women of Afghanistan what they want. They certainly don't want this. With Geeta Mohan, Bureau Report, India Today.